Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It is our fashion industry mixer day, and we have a special guest on today, actually a couple of special guests, but my first guest is the original Queer Eye, Carson Cressley, who is going to be hosting Art in Bloom at the Columbus Museum of Art tomorrow and this weekend. So we're super excited to have him on. We're about to get him on in 2 seconds. And then we also have our featured designers, Joan Madison from Joan's Bridal Couture, also Genoveva Christoff, and Gerardo Encinas. Their fashions will be featured tomorrow at Art of Style. But first, let me bring on the lovely Carson. Let me see if I can get him on here. Carson, hello.
There I am. Hello, Thomas.
It is so nice to meet you virtually, and I'm surprised we haven't met before. In Columbus.
I know. I think I've talked to you on online apps,
Probably.
but no, I'm kidding.
Oh, those apps.
No, I'm not on those. I guess we haven't met yet. I actually haven't been to Columbus that often. Right. Although I was there, I've done some appearances at Access Nightclub, and I've been there for the Ohio State Fair Horse Show, and there's a really fun store that I like in Columbus too, called like Samson. I
love Travis. Travis is one of my favorite people in the world.
I have been around, and I've found my way to Nina West Way. So I'm excited to be coming back though tomorrow for Art in Bloom.
That's right. We're super excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining me today on our fashion industry mixer, and then coming in. But I want to kind of give you a quick little intro, and then talk about something that I don't think a lot of people know. At least I didn't know. So basically, everyone knows you as the original Queer Eye, and you're also an Emmy Award winner. You were on RuPaul's Drag Race as a judge. That should be that sounds fun. You were also on Dancing with the Stars. But I just recently learned you were on a reality show on the Food Network called was it The World's Worst Cooks?
It's called Worst Cooks in America.
Worst Cooks in America.
I'm sure I could qualify for one of the worst cooks in the world too. Especially back then. I did that maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and it was before the pandemic. So I have had to now learn how to make a couple edible things. And I do post some on my Instagram, and people are like, you know what you're doing. I'm like, no, honey, you haven't tasted it. So it might even look good, but it's usually pretty terrible. I did not win Worst Cooks in America, which I think is a good thing. And now, in a strange twist of events, I have a new show coming to Food Network, I believe this summer or fall. So I'm not cooking, so don't worry.
Oh man!
And but it will be really, really fun. I can't say too much about it, but we just finished shooting it in Texas, and it was really, really fun, and I'm very excited about it.
I'm excited about it. I did not know this. So that is super exciting. And I'm sure we'll post about it whenever we're allowed to.
Yeah.
So this weekend or tomorrow, it starts with Art of Style for the Art in Bloom event at the Columbus Museum of Art. This is one of the most anticipated annual events of the year. And thank you so much for being our celebrity guest host. You'll be also giving kind of a discussion. You'll have a discussion about certain things. I don't know. That's what I'm asking you. Can you give us a sneak peek on what you're going to talk about?
I don't know what I'm going to talk about either. I was supposed to do this maybe I don't know, was it 2 years ago? Before it was, they asked me 2 years ago, then the pandemic happened, and then it was rescheduled. So I think back then I probably had something prepared. I'm still thinking about what it's going to be, but in general, it's just kind of a chat about, I think, how important art is. And I think what's so great about the Columbus Museum of Art, their mission is that art is for everybody and accessibility. Definitely. And which I love. And art comes in so many different forms. It could be fashion design, it could be painting, it can be sculpture, it can be riding a horse. There's artistry, there's art in drag, of course. So I'll probably talk about the language of art and how it all kind of brings us together, and how important it is for humans to have art in their lives.
It's very important. I mean, especially, coming off a pandemic year, and even during the pandemic, art, all kinds of art, whether it's fashion, film, just painting and just, diving into the art culture was, I think for me, it was super important. It just kind of gave us hope, gave us life, during this really challenging time. Okay, so I like to do, I know we only have you for like a few minutes, so I appreciate you coming on.
No worries, no worries.
But because of that, I always do a lightning round of questions to try to get your quick answers.
Yes.
So are you ready, Carson?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm all warmed up.
I had my partner add a few questions in as well, so this would be funny. Okay, we'll start easy. Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Yes, me too. Same. I love tea. iPhone or Samsung?
Oh, iPhone.
Yes. No green. Was it the green bubbles that we avoid? Right? I can't remember. So.
I don't even know. I just know that I can't live without an iPhone.
Favorite accessory?
I think for guys, it's really all about the watch. We don't have that many options. I love a good watch. I love a good shoe. I love a good belt. I love a good sunglass. So I guess I love them all.
Yes, all the accessories, as long as they look good, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Favorite gaycation spot?
Favorite gaycation spot? I think it's Provincetown, Massachusetts. I just love New England in the summer. It's such Americana, and there's hydrangeas and weather vanes and some bears with their shirt off and tea dance. I love the beach. I just love everything about the Cape in the summer. And I think P-Town is so inclusive, and it always has been like gays and lesbians and everybody, kind of families, straight people can even go there. So I've always appreciated that kind of inclusion and diversity of P-Town. It sounds like I work for the Convention and Visitors Bureau, but I swear I don't. I just love it there.
I actually agree with you. I haven't been back to P-Town in a few years, but we usually go during Circuit Week, I think, and then we linger into Bear Week.
Right? Yeah, just linger. I know.
Yeah. And get howled at and woofed at
when they're good and hungry and haven't had any honey or fish for a long time.
That's perfect. Okay. Aspen or Tulum?
Oh, that's a tough choice, but I love Aspen.
Very nice. Well, I mean, I live in Ohio, so any chance I can get away from the cold and the snow,
right?
It's Tulum for me. But
Sandusky or Lima?
Where is it that Glee had the train that went to New York? Was that Lima? I can't remember.
I don't know, but I've been to Lima, and I've been to Findlay and all those places in northwestern Ohio. So
gosh, that's amazing. Okay. Last question. Which of your former Queer Eye castmates did I hang out with in Puerto Vallarta?
Oh, if you were in Puerto Vallarta, that's so easy. It was Jay Rodriguez.
Yes. He may not remember, but he was actually so sweet and so fun. There was a group of us from all over, like from New York and Austin, wherever, like 6 of us. And we were on Diana's tours. And he was on there, and he came and hang out with our group the whole time because we are fabulous. That's why.
Right. And he's so lovely.
Yes.
And, adorable. Where is he? I think I have a Queer Eye poster right up there. He is.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
It's all good. Okay, Carson. Last question before I bring on the designers to say hello to you. What do you think the future of fashion is?
Oh gosh, I think it's so many things, and I think the pandemic, of course, has reshaped it. But I think it's about sustainability. I think it's there's a lot of different themes, but sustainability is a huge one. Sustainable luxury is a huge one. I saw Tom Ford is even doing like sustainable, like reclaimed, like watch bands made out of like plastic water bottles. I saw Ralph Lauren in Europe has a new like polo shirt with like made out of reclaimed like plastic. So sustainability, I think gender neutral, like, the Fluid Project and some of those brands, embracing that. And I also think probably the third thing is like making it really customizable and not having as many boundaries. So you can really kind of create a look that's totally yours and totally unique and kind of bespoke to who you are. So I think those 3 things.
I actually agree with you. I love all of that. That's great. Thank you for that. If
Of
you didn't
course.
know, by the way, I'm actually your MC for tomorrow, so I'll get to meet you in person
Oh,
at
great.
the event. Yes, they're doing such a great job with the event. Carson, do you mind if I bring on the 3 designers just so you can say hello before
Yeah,
you go?
please do.
Okay, let's do this. I know Joan Madison is in the background. I see you, Joan. I'm bringing her on first. Hello, Joan. Say hi to Carson.
Hi, Carson.
Hi.
I love you. I am a super fan.
Thank you so much.
Drag Race.
Excellent taste.
I'm trying
Thank
to.
you.
Yeah, I don't know why the screen isn't working right. Let's do this. Oh gosh, Carson, you made you so small.
There we are. Oh, it looks
very
skinny.
Let me bring on Genoveva Christoff. Hello, Genoveva. Say hi to Carson.
Hi.
Hi, Carson.
Hello.
It's an honor to talk to you right now.
Likewise.
And then last, go ahead, Genoveva. What was that? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
I'm saying I'm looking forward to meet with him tomorrow.
Yes,
Me too.
And last but not least, of course, Gerardo Encinas.
Hi.
Hi,
Carson. How are you?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
Great.
Carson, thank you so much for your time today. We're going to see you tomorrow at Art of Style.
I will be there. What are we? It's going to be outside, right? And it's going to be a little nippy, so we better. I better bring a little down or something.
It was snowing again earlier. I did ask them to bring in all the heating lamps, so hopefully that happens.
Oh, good. I'll bring a tanning bed just in case.
Thank you, Carson. I look forward to meeting you in person.
Bye, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Hello, designers.
Hi.
How are you?
¿El correo?
Oh, I can hear you, Gerardo.
Hi.
So I'm going to do a quick intro of everybody. That was a nice little quick chat with Carson, and I'm super excited to have him in Columbus tomorrow for Art in Bloom at the Columbus Museum of Art. Matter of fact, let me run that banner right now. We have a special banner that people can look at. Go here to this website. This is where you buy your tickets for tomorrow, people. Buy your tickets. Come see the fashions. Come see Carson. It's going to be an amazing event. It's also kind of intimate because there is a restriction on how many people can actually be at this event. So if they're not already sold out, go buy your tickets. Hey, guys. So I'm going to do a quick intro of each of you, and then we're going to get going and ask some questions. And we've all done this before, so I appreciate all 3 of you being on here. Okay, we'll start with Joan Madison.
Hi, guys.
Of Joan's Bridal
Hi, Joan.
Couture.
Hello, my fashion
We do miss
family.
you.
I miss you guys.
So if you don't know Joan, then I don't know where you've been, because Joan is a premier fashion designer here in Columbus, Ohio, if not further out of Columbus, and in London, at London as well, London Fashion Week. Hello.
Yes.
And Joan got her start with some major houses in let's see, a few of the houses. I have them listed here. Sorry, I don't have them off the top of my head. You had let's see, Joan, Ann Taylor, Claiborne, or Liz Claiborne, Ellen Tracy. And then when you moved to Columbus, you became the technical design manager at The Limited, which is no more. And then, but you moved to Express, which we love, Express, as their technical design manager. So now you have, and the first question goes to you, and I'll do the same for all of you.
Okay.
So basically, you're now on your own. You've been on your own for a while with Joan's Bridal Couture. What sparked that inspiration to do that when you were so high up at Express?
Well, it was something that I've always wanted to do. It was just finding the right time and financially preparing myself to do that, because it's a large financial investment. So, I worked at jobs knowing that that would be the end result. And believe it or not, I stayed with The Limited Express for 10 years.
Wow.
Before opening up my own retail store, Joan's Bridal Couture, because, being a woman of color, a small business, it's not a lot of financial aid there to assist. And if you want to branch out on your own, you're either the financial expense is yours, or, you try to get a loan. And that's just not something that at the time, I've had my store for 15 years. They were not giving out, small business loans to, a small business. It just wasn't something you did. So you had to financially be prepared to open up, your own store if that's the route that you wanted to go. And, that's why I took my time. I had a plan, how much money I would need to open up a store. And, when the time was right, I figured, okay, well, this is the time to do it. And Ohio just happened to be, the best location for me at the time, because there was no way I could have done that in New York. The rent would have just been too expensive. So, everything really worked out. I stayed there for 10 years and, I was able to open up my own store.
And you did it the right way. I mean, you have such a fan following here in Columbus and Central Ohio. I mean, people know your store and know your designs very well, because you don't do your traditional, or you might, but you also add in your own flair for these wedding and bridal gowns, right?
Yes.
And it's been shown on the Fashion Week Columbus runway, I don't know how many years, lot. And we, we love
8 years.
it.
It's been a long time.
Yes. And we love it. We love it, Joan. We love having you. All right. I'm going to.
I wish I knew more when I was getting married.
I know.
Well, Genoveva, you're next. I'm coming to you now. Are you ready? So Genoveva, a slight introduction on you is you are a graduate of the Columbus College of Art and Design from the fashion program, which, by the way, if everyone didn't know, CCD is a top 15 design school in the nation. So it's right here in Columbus, and it's amazing. And they keep turning out these, amazing designers and fashion talent. You also have showcased at Fashion Week Columbus for a number of years. You are a member of the Columbus Fashion Council, as is Joan and Gerardo. And you were also the first runner-up of out of 676 other designers for Adriana Papel for eLive for the red carpet at Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week. So that's a nice little intro for you. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, you just launched a new brand called Asparel, which is an athleisure wear line. So speaking of your new brand, what sparked you to create a new brand that's kind of away from the aesthetic that you're used to doing, which is amazing, by the way. I've seen your line. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, so 1 month ago, I launched an activewear line called what inspired me? My lifestyle has changed lately. I am a mother, I'm an entrepreneur. I work from home right now. So I'm constantly active in doing stuff with my kids and take them to school, to different activities. I pick them up. I go to meetings. I live, I work out. I have healthy lifestyle. So I think all that kind of inspired me to launch this activewear line. So I wanted to create actually activewear line for women that are kind of like me. They love fashion, but also they want these performance-driven pieces. So activewear, basically, they will reflect the life of the modern woman. So right now we offer yoga pants and yoga bra. It's easily transition from, I think, from studio to street or from day to night. The vision is to extend and to, bring more different kind of variety of products, with the time. With every each season, new products, and the name Asparel is coming from the words aspire and apparel. And my mission is basically to aspire those women to feel their best and very comfortable while they achieve their aspiration and their dreams.
Yes. And I've seen, I think you have 8 pieces, right? Eight tops and bottoms. Am I correct? Or 9?
There's 16 total.
16 total.
Kind of their sets, they're matching. So there are 8 basically looks, but there's 16 products. The yoga pants, all of them hidden pockets into the waistband. They have some of them. They have pockets, cell phone pockets on the side. There's different prints as snake skin, more trendy prints. I love those. They're foil prints, crocs, crocodile, and cheetah, which is kind of like a one color, but there is like a little shine into it with a texture. So they're pretty cool, and I love them. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah. If the audience can after the stream can go and check out the website, that'd be amazing, because I think it's very fashionable, and very athletic. So, yes. All right, Gerardo, I'm going to get you while you're drinking your cocktail. What are you what are you drinking
Hi.
there? Is that orange
Water.
juice?
It's water.
It's water, yeah.
No, it's
Yep.
margarita. Margarita.
It's a margarita without the tequila. Just kidding. All
Extra
right.
tequila.
Let me do a slight intro on Gerardo. If you don't know Gerardo Encinas, I don't know where you've been.
Encinas. Amigo.
Gerardo Encinas. How about that?
Okay.
And anyhow, Gerardo is a self-taught designer that made his debut in 2016 at the Fashion Week Columbus Finale Runway Show with his Frida collection, which I think blew the audience away, especially coming from someone that 2 years prior didn't really know how to design, like you didn't know. And
Yep.
since then, a couple of Fashion Week Columbus lookbook covers later and several Fashion Weeks later, you started designing for Nina West from RuPaul's Drag Race. Along with other celebrities, and then you also actually, here's the question. Sorry, I got lost. How did you go from not knowing how to sew to designing for Nina West and showcasing during Fashion Week Columbus?
I think it was my passion, the passion I have for fashion, and I'm always I was trying to do something in the world of fashion. But for me, the reason I decide to go like 100% on my fashion career was because I'm Mexican, and I came here like 20 years ago, and I was like trying to make Latinos and most Mexican people here proud, or because I'm proud to be Mexican, but it's I feel so happy when people came to me and they say something about how proud they are because I put the Latino my name and all the Latino community in the in Fashion Week. So that's I think that's my the reason I'm in fashion, and how I start making dresses for Nina West. I don't know. She contacted me one day, and she loved my style, my fashion, and she asked me to do one dress. And 1 year after, I make 46 dresses.
46 for Nina West.
Yeah.
And they weren't free, so you got paid as a designer, right?
Yes.
That's important.
She's one of the she's amazing. She's amazing. She never asked me for exchange or publicity or whatever. When she asked me for something, she always say how much it's going to be. Like yeah.
And what's always your answer to that? What's your budget?
What's your budget?
That's right.
Right, Joan?
That's
okay,
right.
Joan, I'm coming back to you. So, Joan, what's the biggest challenge of being an independent designer?
Oh, girl.
I think just the customer base. When you're an independent designer and you're starting out, you need to build a following, and sometimes that takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And I think once you have that under your wing, just from referrals, word of mouth, you kind of build that clientele, and you just kind of take it from there.
And referral, especially, right? I mean,
Yeah,
especially
definitely.
in Central Ohio. That's how I think with a lot of business, honestly, that's how you build a good fan base, a loyal fan base. Right?
Yeah.
And then you have one happy customer, a bride, or mother of the bride, then they tell their friends. And you've really done such a great job with your brand. And then I don't know how you run your boutique, and then you go to all these different fashion weeks, including Fashion Week Columbus, London Fashion Week, Charleston Fashion Week,
yes. New York Fashion Week.
You're creating all these collections. I'm like, well, how are you doing this?
She's a superwoman.
She is.
Well, it takes a lot of determination and drive, and we're passionate people, designers, and you know that, and
That's right.
you really want to show your brand. You want to kind of get your name out there, and that these are things that you have to do. So you have to put in the work. Nothing is going to be handed to you. You definitely have to put in the work. And I was honored last year, pre-pandemic. was the first time that I was able to show my collection on an international stage, which was just phenomenal, you know. So it's nice to now eventually, because that was the goal all along, to branch out on the international level. And, you know, I'm hoping to do London Fashion Week again this year, Paris Fashion Week, and Dubai. So that's
Nice.
really,
Dubai.
really exciting.
Excuse me.
Wait, we'll have to talk offline to see who hit you up for Dubai. I think I might know who. So
That's exciting. You know, just get that recognition. So
yeah, that's nice. Congrats.
thank you.
That is
But
amazing,
you know, guys,
Joan.
you know, we've put in the work.
You deserve it. You deserve it.
Yeah, I've had the store for 15 years, but
Yeah.
prior to that, I've been designing for over, you know, 30 years. So
That is amazing.
It's been long in coming.
Look at that. Kathy Pittman. Joan designed my daughter's wedding dress. She rocks.
Oh, Kathy.
Aw,
Yes.
that is so sweet.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm
And,
so
you know,
excited,
it's
Joan.
nice that I started off in bridal, but, you know, I've, you know, started a whole new brand of the store doing custom, and that has just taken off like tenfold, you know. So I do a lot of red carpet couture, a lot of special occasion, you know, prom. So I'm not just designing bridal anymore.
100% right. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. And Carson Cressley mentioned earlier that he, you know, part of what he feels the future of fashion will be is customized, you know,
Yeah.
fashion.
Yep.
And I think that's so important. I mean, I
Yep.
appreciate that, right?
Yeah.
All right, back to Genoveva. Genoveva, I think I introduced you and then asked two questions at once for you. I skipped the part about the red carpet competition you were in. And I want to go back to that just for a second. Tell us about that experience. First of all, what made you want to get involved? And then tell us about the experience of that, because I know it was a whole big to-do. And if I'm correct, I think Pepsi Cola was part of this competition nationwide, right?
No, that's totally separate, actually.
It was? Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
So basically, after the first collection of Showcase Fashion with Columbus, I submitted sketch for this competition. I didn't have any hopes. I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just throw like my sketch there. And then when people start voting, and I was going up and up, I was blown away. And I started asking everyone, okay, let's vote. So there was 3 rounds of voting. And in the same time, I was contacted by PR agency, and they invited me to participate in Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week as part of the That Pepsi studio show. So I think, yeah, everything was that. I think that year was one of the most amazing for me because everything was happening at once. And I think around that time, there was a lot of buzz going on around my brand. There was a lot of things going on, support from everybody, from friends, from, you know, everyone was rooting for me. And I think also the sketches were featured on ETV at the time. So you can imagine, there's like a red carpet, an ETV event, and there is Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week with their attending lot of celebrities. So there was a lot of interest going on that time. So I think that's one of the reasons also. I think I was participation with Fashion Week Columbus. So everything kind of flew to one thing to another, I think.
Yeah.
And, you know, getting this organic press, I think, and exposure, I think there's nothing better than that because you don't pay for it. And then I think also there's you earn that, you know, there is a reason why, you know, people interested in you. So it's an amazing experience.
I mean,
and
I want to
show, sorry.
Go ahead.
Amazing. Like because there's so many people involved in the industry. Like Jonathan Adler was designer of the space. So everything was this sponsor was That Pepsi. So everything was designed with this That Pep scans, like everything, the stage, the seating, like light. It was like so beautiful. And the presenter was Simon Dunan. And it was like a lot going on, and it was like, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you have to take your own team with you, or did they provide a team for you? Because it sounds like a lot going on, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a cousin in New York, so she had come to help me.
Yeah.
But to be honest, everything was paid. They pay us actually very generous money just to create a collection. And then everything was paid from going to the location. Everything was organized, so we didn't have to like think anything. They had also press there. They had it was very good.
It was well done, it sounds like. I remember seeing photos and videos. I thought like, oh my gosh. And I'm not sure if you even told us. I think we found out like as it was happening, Genoveva. And I was like, oh my gosh, you didn't tell us. Because we started promoting that immediately.
A photographer there. I wish I had, because I feel like there wasn't many photos from the runaway. There were some, but not as I was expecting. And I wish that someone witnessed more backstage and what was happening runaway. But
yeah, well, I mean that was super exciting when we found out you were on there and we saw it happening. We were of course wanting you to win the whole thing, so that's amazing. All right, Joan, I'm gonna go back to you.
Yes.
So, I do want to point something out, by the way, before I left Genoveva. If everybody saw, we did the Columbus Fashion Council. We did send a press release out for her new brand launch. This service is open to all of our members. That includes you, Joan, and Gerardo. If you have a new collection that you're about to launch or something amazing's happening, you could pass it by us and we'll create a press release and we'll post it. And we'll also send it out to all of our media contacts because we want to lift you up as much as we can. So please remember that.
Congratulations, Genoveva.
Yes.
It's very nice. I mean, I do feel like, honestly, the 3 designers we have on tonight are some of our top designers in Columbus. I am not kidding. So you guys do an amazing job. You really do. Okay, Joan, let's come back to you. Now, you did mention that, you don't just do bridal gowns. You're doing other couture items, customized items and whatnot, which I think is phenomenal. And I think you did showcase some of that on the Fashion Week Columbus runway at different points, right?
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. When you break out with this, like some of these, that's one jumpsuit you did one year. I'm just like, oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. So, okay, when you're designing, how do florals play and part of your process? Because I know you do have like some floral prints and floral embellishments here and there. And plus, it is the wedding industry that you are part of as well. So how do florals come into the process?
I just think that florals are an aesthetic of bridal, i.e. fashion, so it's almost like a statement piece. So I think that it will always be involved in design. Florals are also appliques. It's embedded in lace fabric. So, I think that it is the infrastructure of a lot of fabrications, the color palette. We draw a lot of inspiration from florals, seasonal items, albeit, or, just the way they look.
Right.
So I just think that that's just a part of where we draw a lot of inspiration from.
Yeah. I remember one year we had Doom and Orange, a couple of years, we had Doom and Orange as a sponsor. You remember this?
Yes.
And,
Yes.
Love them because they came out with their own floral designer who actually is still in contact. Who just messaged me this morning. The floral designer did, Stems Fleur. And they created all these crowns and these,
it was
corsages.
Amazing.
Can you bring them back?
Yeah, it was just amazing.
Yes.
I've been trying to bring them back. I have. I really have. They were a very good sponsor. Let me tell you.
That year was epic. It was unbelievable.
Oh my gosh. And so also that gown that had the crown, the one that Aquila wore, that was in United magazine,
Airlines.
right?
United Airlines magazine.
On the cover.
Yeah.
On the cover, so they used that, which was amazing.
Yes, that's so awesome. I love it.
That was awesome.
Okay, Gerardo, I'm coming to you.
What do you want?
I don't know. Let's see. So you launched last year during the pandemic, G-Style Fashions.
Yes.
And it helps sustain your brand.
And my life.
And your life and your drinking habit.
Yeah. My drinking problem. Yeah.
Yeah, your drinking problem. I'm sure that's a plastic bottle tequila. It's not the high end, it's not top shelf, is it? Just kidding. I know you better. So designing fashionable mask, right? I know Joan did this as well. And I think Genoveva, you did this as well too, if I'm correct. Did this sustain your brand? And do you feel fashionable masks are here to stay?
I think so. I think people maybe for a couple more years, because people is going to be like scared to go out and get, and now like you can find like a very nice fashion mask for less than $20, and you can match with your outfit, and so I think the masks are here to stay for at least couple more years.
A couple more years, because in a couple years you feel like people are going to be number one vaccinated, or the virus is gone, and
let's pray.
The flu.
But in Asia, like they wore masks like always. But always wear masks. And when maybe 2 years ago, when you see like people wearing masks in Asia, we were like, oh my God, what are they're sick or what? No, they wasn't sick. They were trying to be safe around people. So I think masks are staying here for not forever, but they're going to stay here for a couple more years.
I mean, I would like to wear my mask out and about too, because
me too.
I mean, the research showed that the flu numbers went way down. And I think it's because we're washing our hands more, and I think because we're wearing masks, and we know better than touching our face now, right? Which is very interesting. But I still want to wear a mask, because now that I know all this stuff about when people sneeze and they cough and they speak, they're spitting everywhere. I don't want to spit in my face. I don't want to breathe that in here. Oh my gosh. All right, Genoveva, let's see. So we're going to talk a bit about the looks that you guys are showcasing. I'm going to bring some photos up.
Oh my God.
Yes. So let me get to my photos, and I think Genoveva will go with you first.
Okay.
I have to find my photos. Sorry. Okay. Look at this. Okay. So Genoveva, you showcased along with Gerardo and a couple of other designers at a fashion brunch we did.
Fireproof.
Fireproof, right?
Yeah.
And it was during November. Now, this was when the pandemic kind of like, we're still in it, but we're like, okay, everyone's out and about. The restaurant's still happening. Everyone's wearing masks. And I'm going to bring it up. I might lose you guys for a second.
I love that.
Let me see if it's going to come up. Why isn't it coming up? Oh, there it is.
Is there? Yeah.
Is there? Nice.
So this was your brand new collection. I think was it a capsule collection, Genoveva?
Gorgeous.
So beautiful. And that's your daughter, am I right? Is that your daughter?
Oh, yes.
A little model.
Yeah, I was so happy she was involved in the show.
So these looks will be featured at the museum tomorrow in exhibition style. Can you tell us a little bit like about these looks, what inspired it, and whatnot?
Yeah, so for this event, this show, she sold those looks. They're part of the collection called Trinity, and it's like very special to me. This collection, it's sophisticated, elegant, and luxe. For this collection I'm using is made from fabric made in Italy and European countries, floral brocades and pleated organza. The color palette, as you can see, there are blues and pinks, kind of very soft. Definitely one of the inspirations was florals, and I just noticed actually, just when I was thinking about this event, that basically I have floral prints on almost every collection I'm making. I didn't realize until now. I think flowers for me, I think the reason why I'm using, because I really commit, they bring happiness and uplift your mood. And I think bring joy. And I think that's what I want to achieve with my designs as well. I want to create emotion that will uplift my customer, give them confidence, and kind of make them feel special. So yeah, other influence had a little bit 90s. You can see square neckline, and there's other designs too. Actually, you can just very little reference.
Yeah. I love that big shoulder. I love that. When I saw this. I wasn't able to attend because I was in bed with COVID, and literally it's across the street from me. Fireproof is I can just walk there.
Here.
I was so like upset.
Wow.
I was there and I love guys. That picture that making justice to their design. It's a beautiful, and I told you, I mean, I love everything. I love the fabric. I love the design. Everything was gorgeous.
Thank you. Yours as well. Yours
I know.
was
Thank you.
Oh Lord.
Thank you.
Just,
Thank you.
He's
Thank
just
you.
fishing for compliments.
No, I love it. I love it. It's gorgeous, beautiful. I love it.
it's just that sometimes the picture can justify the design.
Yes.
Because it's about the fabric. The fabric is so beautiful. It's not just the flowers. There's a little bit metallic in them. It's very, very beautiful fabrics, and they look much better.
And look expensive. Looks like money,
Yes.
honey. Yes.
That's what I was gonna say. That looks
Yeah.
super high end, high quality. And I know your aesthetic, Genoveva, is so on point. You're so good at technical as well. I mean, it's just I know
Beautiful.
that looks gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I can't wait to see it tomorrow. I haven't seen it in
It's
in
gorgeous.
person.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Joan, you're next. Let's see. Let's bring this up. Oh my God, I love these pieces.
Yes.
Look at this. Tell us about these two pieces.
Yeah, and this was also a previous collection for Columbus Fashion Week. So
Yay.
yeah, and that's when florals were all the rave, and I just wanted to do some pieces that really showed, as Genevieve said, these floral fabrics are very luxe fabrics. This is a metallic embroidered tapestry fabric.
Oh.
So it has a lot of dimension.
Gorgeous.
It has metallic thread woven through the floral design. And the first piece there is a floating, cascading ruffle on top of a mesh top, and then a mermaid skirt.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
It's
so
gorgeous.
Yeah. Thank you.
Who wore the piece on the runway because I don't think Akila wore this on the runway, did she? She just did it for the lookbook.
Right. I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember too. Oh, but I mean, it's just it's a perfect photo for the lookbook, and and if I'm correct, is this Tanja in the other photos?
Yes,
Tanja? Yay,
I love
Tanja!
the hat. I love the hat.
Yeah. So that piece was really, really nice.
Oh, it's so good. I mean, this whole collection on the runway was so beautiful. And these 2 plus 1 more will be showcased tomorrow at Art of Style. Let me throw up that ticket. I have to always do this plug, guys. Get your tickets. Hello, go to that website. If it's not sold out, get your tickets, and it's an intimate affair with all of us and Carson Cressley and whatnot. It's going to be amazing. All right, Gerardo, you're up. Here we go. And Gerardo, I know you just made this piece.
Yes,
most recently.
I made 3 pieces for this show. Yes.
This morning.
I mean,
yesterday, right?
1 hour ago. 1 hour ago.
1 hour. So, I mean, I know they're not on a model, but this is a dress that you sent.
Yes.
Okay, let's talk about this.
Okay, so
this.
I love flowers. I'm a floral queen, and I was because I do a lot of quinceañeras, and my inspiration was something like a gown, quinceañera, beauty pageant dress, and I come up with this design. It's everything is like sequins and crystals, and it's heavy, honey. It's like it's 15 yards of fabric.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It's heavy, 15. Heavy. Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't imagine. So a lot of people don't understand what the models have to go through on the runway with a heavy dress like that in a gown.
It's a workout. Yes, it's a workout. Yeah.
Do you guys remember with Laurel Duet and that big crown that Michaela knew had to wear at the very end of Laurel Duet's line in 2018?
18. Yeah. Yeah.
And she did it. Michaela was so good, but then I heard how heavy that crown was, and I heard like how many pins were in her head,
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my God. And she had to wear like a metal dress too.
Yeah.
So there was like, 100 pounds on top of her. So
no, I remember they were doing her hair, and they put like 100 bobby pins on her hair and the crown.
Wow.
And she was crying at backstage.
My God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I know she loved it though.
Yeah.
She loved it. The models
beauty
do so
hurts,
good.
honey. Beauty
hurts.
Yeah.
And that photo that we took, it was worth it.
Yeah,
That photo
yeah,
of her at
yeah.
the end was worth it.
Yes.
And I'm sure you guys might think that with like your final pieces, the closing pieces that come out, and how it's usually like a big grand piece,
Yeah.
and how the models have to work it. And they do every time. They do an amazing job.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Thank you, Gerardo, for sharing your one piece with us. You have two other pieces that will be showcased
Yeah.
tomorrow. Are you making them tonight? Probably to
No,
be
they're
finished
done,
later
honey.
tonight.
They're done. You wanna see it?
Yes.
Oh, no, do not
It's
take
a-
us to your house.
It's a lot. Oh, you don't wanna see it.
Oh, Lord.
My dining room is my working space right now.
Yes. I mean, you do such a good job. So I do give you credit, and you are quick, and that's a good thing about you. And your designs are great. So we love
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So Joan, what can we expect in the future for Joan's Bridal Couture? I mean, you gave us some hints that you're doing all these fashion weeks across the world.
Yeah, well, God willing, things are still, not 100%. A lot of the live shows, we want them to happen, but we're really not in control of, if they will essentially happen or not. So, that's definitely the plan for the future. Also, coming out with my signature collection, that's something that I will start selling on multiple platforms. We just have to see which ones initially, and just trying to stay relevant and just trying to navigate in this industry, that we
It's
all
hard.
love so much. It is so hard,
Yeah,
and
it
even
is.
with the store, I'm still not open at 100% capacity. I'm, by appointment only. Things are slowly opening back up, but we're going into really year 2 because we lost all of last year. I lost all of prom, my entire bridal and prom season, and the same thing for this year. So, we're, and like Gerardo said earlier, selling mass really helped to maintain. And, I just love everyone that supported all the small businesses and purchased the mass, because that was a godsend. It really helped, And, we just have to see what the future holds. I feel, God has a plan for everyone, and, he will make room for your gifts. And, we just have to, trust and believe that, things will open back up and we'll all be just as busy as we were before. I think even more so, because I think everyone right now is sick of being home and dressing casual. So I'm just hoping that when things fully open back up, it's just going to be a high fashion runway every day.
Exactly.
I want to just get dressed up just to go to the store.
Yes.
I want to say something.
I believe that.
John, maybe I never say that to you, but like 10 years ago, I don't know how many years ago, I met you through Miss Ohio Latina, and you sponsor ads. And I went to your store, and you are one of the reasons, the person who inspired me to be a fashion designer. Yes, you are.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gerardo,
I
nice.
met you like I don't know how many years before Fashion Week, and you sponsor us.
I remember when you came in with Claudia. Oh my
and
God.
we did, and you made you let give us like dresses, and you don't know me, and you give me like 10 dresses,
I know. It was
I
so weird
appreciate
how
that.
when we
And
first met,
yes, I
we
know,
just connected.
and
You are
one of the reasons I love fashion.
Oh, thank you, Gerardo.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you.
Do you guys see what a little bit of margarita does to Gerardo? That's good.
No,
He is being
it's water.
because he ain't never told me.
Oh, it's water now.
I'm on a diet.
You need some juice.
I didn't want to say I'm on a diet, but I'm on a diet.
Oh, please. Oh, please. It is almost pool season.
Mhm.
Joan, tell our audiences where they can shop your brand.
Well, we're still in the process of setting up the website, but it will be jonesmadison.com. There's also a bulbfashion.com out of the UK, which is we're still in the process of getting that up and running. So there's a lot of formats, we're just trying to move forward, because you have to diversify your brand, when things change, and you have to change, with the times. And I definitely think that there will be more of a presence on social media.
Yep.
where you can shop the brand, and I'm excited about that. So
Well,
things are still a work in progress.
yes. Well,
Yeah.
let's since you've mentioned that, Joan, I mean, some of you have already heard that we are now partnered with the CFDA through the Columbus Fashion Council, which is huge for us and huge for our designers and our members, because they have some resources and tools that now you will be able to utilize without being a CFDA member, by being our
Okay,
member of
cool.
CFC, including when you're ready to launch that brand as well and that collection through Fashion Week Columbus. We get to use their portal called Runway 360. And
Nice.
yes, they created it just because earlier from the pandemic, they weren't having fashion shows. So now
it was hard.
it was hard. So now they allow augmented reality, virtual reality, 3D. You showcase your collection in whatever runway format you want, and they can shop directly from there to your site. So it's super exciting. So we're going to roll that out soon as far as like more details. But Joan, whenever you're ready to send that press release out, you have to get hold of me. You send it to me. Let's talk about it. Let's get that out.
Because honey, that collection, she is waiting. Okay, she's on fire.
Exactly. We want to
Yes,
make sure we platform you guys. You do such an amazing job. You deserve as much promotion as possible.
Great.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Oh,
That's
yes.
good news. Good news.
Okay, Genoveva, how would you tell us, what do you think the future of fashion is going to be?
I think the life changing is a little bit. The life is changing a little bit. Lifestyle of everyone around us. That means that people are more active. People, care more about the health, so they exercise more. They also. So I think there is. That's why I think I went to activewear. One of the reasons I went to activewear, because I think people to be. I think there is place to grow in that industry. But also, as Joanne mentioned, I think people get tired also from wearing just sweatpants, and they will want to dress up as well.
That's
so,
right.
I things will change, continuously change and evolve. And I think there is growth in everything and everywhere. I think in the future.
Yeah. I agree with that. And I love how your line, Genoveva, we were talking about how you can actually dress it up. Like you throw a jacket over it, and all of a sudden you're ready for a Zoom call, or whatever we do these days, or a streaming. So I think that's really cool. Where can people shop your brand? Where can the audiences find more out? Where can they just buy your brand?
So the Sporal, the Activewear brand, they can find on the website, asperel.com, ASPPAREL.com.
Nice.
And for Genoveva Christoff designs, which are more luxury and special occasion clothing, they're made to order. So they can also go to my website, genovevachristoph.com, and they can contact me through email, and we can make special order for anyone that wants, some of the designs.
That's right.
Measurements and design, made or order according to the measurements.
Love it.
Also,
that's awesome. Yeah.
GenovevaChristoph.com, I also have accessories that can be purchased online as well.
And they're beautiful. They're like laser cut. Some of them are laser cut accessories, which are just
so
high end looking. Yeah, they're leather, high end. They look beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Gerardo, last question for you. Where do you see fashion going? We talked about masks, but what about fashion in general, in your opinion?
I think fashion as like us change every day, and I think fashion is going to be the same as we changed. Like if last year we nobody go out, but right now you go to the store, everything is like sweatpants, relaxed t-shirts and everything. So as we're going to getting out of this pandemic, everything's going to be changing, and I think for me, I would be so happy to one day we walking on any city in the world, and I see somebody wearing my stuff, wearing my that's the future for me. As a I just trying to do as with my fashion, I'm always trying to do something new, something different, and I think everybody I mean, fashion designers they have to adopt on where we are on that point on life, you know.
Yeah. So you're saying, you know, I mean, you've clearly said what you meant, and so basically, when the culture of
It's a culture.
culture changes,
Yeah.
so does fashion, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Which that makes sense. And but you as designers have to keep up with that or set the trend. So it's,
Exactly.
you know, it's
you
one or
have
the
to
other.
keep up. You have to keep
Yeah.
up. You have to be fresh every time, and whatever you do, you have to do it with passion and trying to do the best you can.
Yep. With love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With love and
Definitely.
passion.
with
I
love,
love
with love.
that.
Because
If
it
you
will
don't,
show.
yeah,
You know.
if you don't love what you're doing, just move on and do something
Yeah.
else.
Do something else. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I mean, I think you guys all three love what you do because it shows in your work. It really does. Gerardo, where can people shop your brands?
Encinas Design on Instagram. I have my webpage. It's the same, encinasdesign.com, but it's not up yet. But we're working on that. We have to. I have to talk to Miguel. No, we're working on that, but it's
There we go.
via Instagram. Yeah, Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Oh, and
Guys.
I have my mask is G Style Fashion. Yeah,
That's
they can.
right.
Yeah,
gstylefashions.com.
yeah, that comes. Yes.
Yes. Very. Any last words for anybody or anything and for each other?
I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. I'm
so
excited
excited.
to see you guys. Yeah. It's
You know
been a
what?
long time.
When you told me, when you asked me to be part of this show, I was like, I saw that somebody post something, but you didn't say anything. I was like, why nobody invite me? Because I'm the flower girl here in Columbus. So I'm so excited.
Well,
I made three dresses, and I'm so excited to be there.
I think what Gerardo's referring to is I think Tracy actually Powell is showcasing tonight.
Oh yeah.
But and I had to explain this to Tracy because Tracy is also a CFC member and a Fashion Week Columbus designer, and she was picked up by a different committee. So the committee that is in charge of tonight picked up Tracy to do tonight's show. The committee that's in charge of tomorrow, Art of Style, with Carson Cressley, picked partnered with the Columbus Fashion Council, and then we presented the designs to them, and you three were the chosen ones. So that's why what Gerardo saw, and I had to explain to Tracy too, like, oh my God, you know, because we were trying to promote everybody at once, but tomorrow's event was an actual partnership with the Columbus Fashion Council and the Art of Style and Art and Bloom and Columbus Museum of Art. So that's why you saw a lot of promotion going out.
Yes.
Which, by the way, has been great. So thank all of you for sharing that. The day we promoted it and you all shared it, the tickets doubled. The ticket sales doubled that day.
That's great.
It's amazing.
So happy.
And so just in case, so people, if people don't know that the Columbus Museum of Art is actually a nonprofit. So all the ticket proceeds goes back to this nonprofit entity. And so you can go to the website, purchase your tickets, and that will definitely help because I know we all need, as a nonprofit, we all need help. As small businesses, we all need help.
We all need help.
Exactly. But we're doing it. We're doing it right. We're doing it good. We're doing it the best way we know how. And I think you three are so amazing. So thank you for being on.
Thank you. You are amazing. Thank you.
Thank you for the
thank you for
platform
your
you
help.
provide.
Yeah, thank you for the platform, and thank you for all your help.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna. Of course, I'm gonna exit you three out and have my final words. Okay. Thank you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh God. Anyhow, thank you guys for joining us today or tonight. We were so excited to have Carson Kressley on. We will be with him tomorrow at the museum at Art of Style. Please go to the website listed below. Go get your tickets. We will also be with Joan Madison and Genoveva Christoff and Gerardo Encinas, showcasing some selected floral looks to be in exhibition style at the museum during the event. And that's really it. I want to thank Events Amplified for managing our virtual services here. We have a few great things coming up soon. Please spread the word when you see the promotions. In May, we have our first ever virtual conference, The Fashion Industry. This is great for designers and anybody else that's wanting to get into the fashion industry and learn more about it. And we also have some sessions, workshops for models as well. So all that information will be coming out very, very shortly, and we're super excited about it. Other than that, get to the museum's website, go get your ticket. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see you next time. and then we're out. I have to just play my, there we go.